How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of a triple IPA hopeful goodness in the form of Hoof Hearted Brewing. It is their triple dry hopped Dragonsaddle triple IPA. Yeah, 11.5%. So we're talking about a session beer here. This comes courtesy of my boy Joel. He goes to Dragonsaddle Day. Didn't be able to do that this year because of the whole COVID thing, but they still did like a kind of beer drop that day, and he picked up a barrel-aged stout, which I reviewed, and I will post at the same time as this, and then this one. And this one I'm kind of pumped to dive into. Both of them I'm kind of pumped to dive into because Hoof Hearted's a little bit of a rocky road for me. Sometimes they're awesome, sometimes they're not. And honestly, triple IPAs for me are probably one of the hardest styles to pull off right. Very few breweries are consistent with them. You have the other halves of the world. You have Equilibriums of the world. Those kind of breweries. So, yeah, let's hope for the best here. Looks pretty damn good, perfectly honest with you. Label-wise, it's a dude riding a guitar. A dude riding a kind of dragon serpent thing with a hairy chest and a bow tie, and he is holding a guitar. So it is Hoof Hearted. I want to pause so it sounds not right, but anyway, it's very much Hoof Hearted's thing. So yeah, anyway, that looks like a big old triple hazy. Yeah, just off white. It's a weird thing to say in the middle of a beer review. I'm doing a beer review, but I had to put my cat down. I know that's fucking weird to bring up in the middle of a review, so I'm kind of going to be herky-jerky in this one. And this is the room that she lived in, because I had dogs and she didn't like dogs, so it's just kind of weird. This is like the first beer review I'm doing after that, and it's just weird. So if I'm a little bit herky-jerky, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry for even... Maybe I'll cut that out. I don't know. Because that's kind of weird to bring up in a beer review. But I feel like I keep stopping, and for no reason, you guys might think I'm, like, stroking out or something. Anyway, it looks like a big old hazy. The head is dissipated because I've rambled too long. Let's actually dive into the beer. Have a little bit of fun. Okay? Let's get a nose. I kind of like that. There's a little bit of buttery vibes in there. Hard not to do a lot of times these kind of a crazy aggressive triple dry hopped huge beers because that hop creep is just gonna kind of take over at some point. This is hyper fresh. If there's a date on the can, this was can 9/30. Today is what is today? Today is the 9th of October. So you're talking about less than 2 weeks old, but it has this melon characteristic, very much leaning into this tropical fruit. Not that overly sweet. You kind of feel like there's a touch of lactose in there. I know they don't say it on here, but I kind of feel like there might be. But yeah, nose isn't crazy, but I know a lot of these triple IPAs usually don't come off crazy aromatically. It actually smells nice, even though it has that little subtle butter thing going on. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's dangerous. That is very dangerous. It's actually pretty damn good. I mean, pause, rewind. It's pretty damn good for a triple IPA. Like I said, it's very hard for these to kind of land for me. And there's a couple of boxes I want to tick on these. It can't be overtly sweet. This is not that. It's sweet. It's a triple IPA. It's going to be sweet. I'm not trying to say it's not sweet, but it's not overpoweringly sweet, not cloyingly sweet. Even though it gets close, the more you let it sit. And it kind of gets a little bit sweeter and sweeter as you kind of let it sit in your palate. There's a really nice mouthfeel to it. It's not like super fluffy, creamy, like water nerdy level stuff, but it's damn nice. The hops come off more as that kind of sweetened kind of tropical fruit thing. Not super aggressive. Where it really surprised it is this green pop. That little bit of... I'd stop short of calling it hop burn, but that's kind of what it is. It's probably because it is hyper fresh. Probably going to dissipate in a couple weeks, so it's probably not going to be there by the time you guys see this review. But I don't mind it in this beer, especially a beer of its size. And I definitely know, even though I started this off saying this is a dangerous beer because it doesn't really drink hyper aggressive or super hot, I'm actually starting to get kind of warm really quick, so I know I'm drinking a big beer from that. Not necessarily from a big alcohol kind of pop, but it's more like I feel like I'm a little bit tipsy already, and this is like, I did one review before this, so there's no way that could be possible. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's fine. It's tasty. It comes off like a double IPA, but it plays this cool kind of green hop thing. Like I said, that tropical fruit sweetness is fun. I dig it. I like it. I think it's fun. Triple IPAs are not my jam, so it's very hard for me to kind of get down with them and have them impress me in any form or fashion. And this one does it. And does it pretty well. So there you go. Why am I acting like that's a negative? Anyway, let's talk about it. Is it one of the better triple IPAs I've had as late? Yes. Is it Mount Rushmore status? No. But it's way better than what a lot of people typically produce. Let's put it that way. Bag availability? No idea. Joel, let me know what's what, and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. If you like triple IPAs. I mean, it's that on the nose, because that's what this is. But it's one of the better made ones. So if you're kind of like that, like me, to where you're a little bit picky about your triple IPAs and you want to be a specific way, it's not that crazy, soft, water nerdy, sultry stuff that you would get from Other Half or Equilibrium, but it's leaning towards that more than the masses. So if you like upper echelon level kind of triple hazies, does not suck. So there you go. Thank you very much, Joel, for sending this off. Let's see. Down there, if you guys want to talk about it. Massive Beers, if you guys want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive, want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Hoof Hearted right now. Man, I forgot to pause again. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.